Welcome to my channel. My name is Lorraine and I help people live with passion, purpose and positivity. Today's topic is how to allow in the magic by breaking habits to get you out of your comfort zone. It's a good one. To find out more, carry on and watch this video. Routines and habits often serve us, don't they? We have the habit of getting up every morning, having our breakfast, brushing our teeth, doing our morning routine. We go to work, we come home, we have our evening meal and go to bed. They serve us and we want that routine in our lives so we know where we're at. But the habits that I'm talking about are the habits that are going to stop you from living a really interesting, epic, adventurous life. A life that's filled with getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that are spontaneous and that excite and thrill you. Because often we get into a rut, don't we? We get into a rut of working, of looking after the family, of even going to the gym. I mean, as I say, a lot of things do serve us, but we want to get out of that routine. We want to do stuff that excites us and gets our adrenaline going, don't we? And we get sort of like stuck in this same old routine. And I admit, I've been the same. But when I started on my spiritual adventurous journey into spiritual awakening, I do believe it was in 2008, all my mentors said, do things that light your passion. Do things that thrill you. Do things that excite you. And I had to think really hard about this. I had to think, what excites me? What would make my life more interesting and epic and wonderful? And I come to the conclusion that it was hiking, cycling and getting out in nature. So I went on this journey from 2012 to 2019, going on amazing adventures. And, you know, I'll mention a few here, and I don't want to bore you with what I've done because it's all about you. But I went on adventures like Everest Base Camp, which is, to this day, is one of the highlights of my life. I also walked the Camino de Santiago Compostela, which was like kind of on my own really, because I wasn't with a company or anything. But but the people that walk that pilgrim trail are, there's like hostels and albergues that, especially for the pilgrims. So it was sort of geared to the pilgrims. But in 2019, I went on an amazing hike, just lasting 1 week, entirely on my own, my first trip on my own. And it was to start the longest national trail in the country called the South West Coast Path. And I thought it'd just be a stroll along the coastline. I was totally wrong. Oh my God, it was up and down, and there was like 5 miles seemed like 15 miles. And it was, I was totally out of my comfort zone, But at the end of it, I felt amazing. So I'd done it all on my own, staying in bed and breakfasts each night, and then going from one place to the other. Then when you get to that place, you've got to find the B&B, which I'd already booked the night before. But it's been an amazing journey, and I've now finished a book called Give It Some Welly, mainly because it's on the boot of the UK, and also giving it some welly means there was loads and loads of ups and downs, which I did not anticipate at all, but I did it. And this is what I'm suggesting to you, to do things that thrill and excite you. I mean, I'm not saying for you to do huge adventures. You can decide to go on adventures like go to the next town that you don't know much about, and it's got a lovely lake and it's got a nature reserve, and you could research that town. You could walk around the town and be curious everywhere you go. And this makes your life more interesting. It's entirely unique to you how your epic adventurous life is going to play out. Mine is obviously going to be different from yours. You might want to learn to play the guitar, and you either go to lessons or you know, learn it online. You can do everything online these days, can't you? And you feel a little bit uncomfortable, won't you? You feel a bit uncomfortable because you've not done it before, you're learning something new, and it's exciting and thrilling you. But my latest adventure, which I know we've not been able to do much adventures lately, have we, in the last 18 months? We're all starting to get back to normal. But in 2 weeks' time, I'm moving house, which is, oh my God, an adventure in itself, because I've lived in this town of Hitchin for 38 years, and I don't know anybody that I'm going to. It's 30 miles up the road in Rushden. And I'm also getting a micro camper van, and I'm going to go around the country teaching meditation. And that thought thrills me. It thrills me because it's something it's the unknown. This is where the magic lies. It lies in the unknown. It doesn't lie in the everyday habits that you have. You know, your habits that make you work too hard. So you can't just go for a coffee with a friend spontaneously and say, I've got to work, I've got to work. That's a habit that's not serving you. Yes, you've got to work to pay the bills, but keep it in proportion. Have a section of your life that's thrilling and exciting. You know, there's other habits that you have that aren't serving you, like worrying unnecessarily about things. Trust in the universe. Everything works out in the end. Anyway, so I want to go on to tell you how to get into the magic of this wonderful life. And first of all, the first thing you do, you intend it. I intend to have an epic, awesome, thrilling, fun life. I intend it. And with that intention, you have an elevated emotion. Because intention and elevated emotion together are very powerful. And set that in your mind. Visualise it. Think about it every day and get excited about it. You know, your imagination is very powerful as well. Albert Einstein says, getting from A to B is normal, it's logical, but your imagination will get you everywhere. It's a little bit like that. It's a bit different from that. But I'll put a poster on here about what he says. But you get what I'm saying, don't you, about imagination. Another thing that I did when I did my adventures, I used to do lots of processes, which I'm not going to go into today. They are in my spiritual adventure books, processes that I do to get me in the right vibration for my amazing adventures. But I'll put a link in the description below of my spiritual adventure books that will tell you all about them processes. But another thing that I do, and my family know what I'm like, I've got journals here. I've got journals. I've got a journal here. It's called The Adventures of Lorraine Dennison. And I write in there what I want my adventures to be. You know, I want a life filled with, you know, sometimes I'm specific, sometimes I'm general. But I write in there my adventure that I'm planning. And I'm getting the law of attraction, wheels in motion of getting that intention going. I've also got a bucket list. Of things I want to do, and I'm gradually getting through that bucket list. So yeah, so intention with elevated emotion, journaling is good. Also, my kids bought me this at Christmas, a notebook for everyday adventures, and it's got awesome things where I can write things, and I haven't really properly started this yet. But like writing things down and setting it in stone. You're telling the universe, you're commanding the universe that you want an amazing, epic, fun-filled, adventurous life. Research what you're interested in, what excites and thrills you. Go on Google. You know, these things will set the wheels in motion to give you this epic life, because you are a crusader of an epic, adventurous, awesome life filled with fun, joy, laughter, adventure and abundance, and it's rightly yours, and it's only you that can make it happen. Anyway, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and it's inspired you. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Blessings to you, my friends. Much love and namaste.